What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Back here with Eric Breen here, and we're going to talk about the top 5 books from our pull list. Hello to Brian. Hello, hello. Anyone else who might be watching at home right now? Who are watching the culture war over on Isle Comics. Thank you for showing up here. Uh, where we talk about comic books, not the people who hate comic books.
why don't we send E a message, just tell him to drone on all night, because I don't want to do cover rankings.
He might.
Well, I know he will. And I'm sure he'd rather do that anyway.
Yeah. If it's, I don't know if it's is it him by himself or is it him and
Dalton?
No, Dalton shows up on there. Yeah. Hey, I mean, I went in there. I had no idea Dalton was gonna be on there. So then as I knew Dalton was gonna be on there, so I just basically like I told you, I decided to basically, hey, I'm gonna mute my mic, my camera's off. I'm gonna go make myself a sandwich. I watched some TV. I came back. You know, I'm like, oh, how far you got into it? 30 minutes into the video.
I went over there a couple times.
Yeah.
And I lasted about a minute each time. I don't care about this stuff.
It's the same stuff that's been new. We just saw what was the last year video came out. It's the same stuff.
Yeah, I just saw they were talking about Chris, and so I brought up the baseball thing because I said I'm actually kind of friends with him. So
it was funny though because Dalton was talking and he's like, "Hey, Dalton, we're gonna get back the video." So then he unmutes the video, and then I hear Dalton. I'm thinking like, Dalton, why are you still talking? It was him on the actual video. It was because it was him and E talking about something else before, and they had when Mike Miller was on the channel last year for a live stream. So, and we had Marani was fact checking a lot of the movie, plus the people talking about it, because a lot of people talking about it.
Was Aaron on that documentary at all?
He was. Dalton too. I was on there too as well. But I was on camera though. They had clips of me back with my blue wrench. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, dang, it's like I had nothing to do with this, but I don't know. I just said my piece. I said you can rehash this all you want as many times. It's like, where are they now? And then it's like in 30 minutes you're done. No one cares anymore for the next 5 years, like 10 years. But I don't know. Like I said, you want to talk about that stuff? That's their choice. But anyway, here tonight we're talking about comic books and new stuff coming out this week. The stuff that is actually good and positive and for a change is worth reading. You know, not a lot of Marvel, not a lot of DC, a lot of indies. We are becoming indie Ash, right? I have no idea how I got the blue wrench first on that channel. I don't think you got a blue wrench first before me and Breen. I think Eric and I were like one of the first two to get the wrenches. I can't remember. It's been a long time. All I know is that you and I were. That's how we met on that channel. We were just fighting. We were like, who get the wrench first?
I don't think we were fighting for the wrench. I don't think you always gave a shit.
No, I was fighting the wrench so I could ban you.
How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, I banned you to this channel. So.
But anyway. And you meant banished.
Yeah, no, the banish didn't work, but because you used to go over there. All right. Anyway, well, I'm gonna share my screen here. We'll get this going. We'll go our top 5 because comic books are more important. And Zach should be joining us sometime this year. But my first book of the week, for me, and you guys will be shocked. Why is this my number 5? This is a good series. And Hyde Street, number 5, is my number 5. I see The Girl from the Devourer. That's the one I skipped. I had no interest in that book whatsoever. I don't know anything about it. It just didn't seem really my thing. So I don't know. Jeff Johns is writing this one compared to whoever wrote this before, and the other little one shot. But it says, Mr. X-Ray seeks an ally among the terrifying beings known as the Residents. But are they any to be found? Meet Miss Glee Goodbody, the model of health, the lifestyle, with a permanent grin and unshakable confidence. She lulls her clients with the seductive promise of an effortless transformation. But underneath that perfect exterior lies a core of rot and deceit. One Mr. X-Ray is determined to uncover and understand if he dares. What? So they're Resident Evils? I don't know, man. Like I said, hopefully it's good. Like I said, it should be. Like I said, not hopefully, it should be good because it's Jeff Johns, and I like that. I like these grant covers.
The book that the woman wrote wasn't as good as the other Ghost Machine books, not because she was a woman, but because it was the first thing she'd ever written, as far as I know, for comic related.
Okay, all right.
So I mean, it was still better than a lot of indies because Jeff Johns is not going to sink his ship in the name of DEI. I mean, she obviously brought something. I mean, if it wasn't credited, you wouldn't have. I said I'm sure that. I said if you didn't know who did it, you just thought, okay, this is okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure if she writes more books, she'll get better, but I don't know that there's any plans for her to write anymore.
And we are guilty of this too. I know I am too. Is whenever I see a new name on something, we're like, oh no, please don't put a DEI hire in this.
And the hardest thing is when you see that person and they obviously look like they could be. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how they perform. You've already baked the cake in your head.
Yep.
So that's and by you I mean us and people in general.
It sometimes when the book turns to be good, it's a nice pleasant surprise. And those
sometimes with stuff like that, because it was Ghost Machine, I was willing to go into it with more open mind.
What was the other one we started the S? The Russian one. Sanction.
Well, yeah, but that's
I'm saying I look in the books like that. I don't recognize any who these people are, and I'm like,
but we were able to check on who wrote that.
Yeah, well,
because I think Joe knew who they were.
Yeah,
and he'd written Nottingham, I think. So that was he has successful credits.
Then we also had Kosher Mafia, another new person I've never heard of.
Well, it was either Sanction or Kosher Mafia was by the guy that did Nottingham. But either way,
one of them had Alex Mercer running it, and that's Dick Tracy.
One was, I think, it was David Hassan.
It was on.
Yeah, but this woman was complete,
Well, I even talked to Joe. You talked to Joe, so I had no idea who these people were.
Well, but we talked, so I'm sure I would have told you.
Would you?
Yeah. So
anyway, this is my number 5. Where are we going for number 5?
My number 5, same company, different title. Hornsby and Halo.
Oh, I forgot that's even coming out. Let's go down.
Well, I was looking over this with a fine-tooth comb trying to get to 5.
Hornsby and Halo is the book that I just that's the only one I'm not reading. I just wasn't interested in it. It's not a bad book. It's just that it's just not my style of things.
Well, if you remember, Peter Tomasi was writing Superman with 10-year-old John Kent and the girl that he made friends with.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Because Tomasi, I'm guessing, is married with kids in real life, so he knows how to write young kids without them sounding like Dawson's Creek adults, masquerading as kids. Right. So it's just fun.
Alrighty. To face that adjudicator. Ooh. Adieu. Yeah.
I bid you adjudicator.
No thanks, says Rose Hornsby and the Zachary Halo. Who is the mysterious and powerful presence that has been following these children of heaven and hell?
She's mysterious is selling the book.
I know, right? And to what end? The answers, some of which are hidden in plain sight, will surprise you. Mystery sells the book.
Ugh.
Yeah. The educator sounds like the accuser from Marvel. Hold on, we have someone showing up. It's a Zach.
Ah, April Fools! Y'all thought I wasn't gonna be here. Ah,
April Fools. I almost didn't let you in.
sorry about that, guys. Late getting home.
Well, fortunately, you're in time to give your number 5.
Oh, am I still that early? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You just finished with his. Mine number 5 was Hyde Street. What is yours?
I have exactly 5 books this week, so this is going to be fairly easy for me to do.
How many DC books do you have this week?
2 DCs, 2 Marvels, 1 indie.
Wow.
My number 5 is actually an indie, a Marvel, not an indie book. It's a Marvel book. They made a comic. It was a web comic at first, but because the video game has taken off so well.
Oh no, Zach, no.
So they made Marvel Rivals into a comic book.
Hey, maybe you can get on Nerdette's channel and talk about it.
Oh, really? I haven't watched Nerdette's channel in years. Like
I still get the notifications.
DC
I still get the notifications and whatever fits on my phone before I swipe it off.
Sir,
I just saw Marvel Rivals.
There is no chance of me getting on there. Robert Willing will I'm on.
All I know that she's ever done is DC stuff and the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Those are the only 2 things I know that she's done.
She used to play Batman Arkham Knight or something.
Maybe Sasha will talk to you about it.
I don't know who that is.
Casually Comics.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The girl who's
20-minute video. 20-minute video on the Harley Quinn Fartacular.
She did a 20-minute video on that?
And
here's the thing, though. She's quickly becoming one of the most popular female comic book reviewers.
Right now, she's the most popular comic channel, period.
I believe it. Who hasn't she interviewed?
But she talks about this for 20 minutes and managed to say nothing.
She talked about this, or she talked about the Fartacular,
which I think is the key to her success. She talks and it makes you feel like she doesn't take sides. She didn't bash it. She didn't praise it. She just
I don't think I've ever heard her bash a comic before.
No,
I know she praises something if it's good, but I don't think I've ever heard her bash, like out and out bash.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just
spinning off the brand.
I spent the whole day not thinking about the fart book, and I was happy. And then
spinning off the brand new hit game.
You flushed the whole day away, Green.
Tokyo 2099. The time rift has disrupted the web of life and destiny, leaving the world's heroes to battle it out over the best way to fix it. One group led by Penny Parker. We've heard it both ways.
Who says Penny Parker?
She dropped the S, okay? Wants to plug. That's why she's not Peter Parker anymore. Wants to plug the web into cyberspace to repair it. The other group, led by Spider-Man, favors a more conservative approach of using chronovium to strengthen the web and allow it to repair itself. The time rift makes rivals out of us all, but which team will overtake the other? Collecting Marvel Rivals Infinity Comic 1-6 for the first time in print. $7.38 pages, featuring Jeff the Shark.
Jeff the Shark, Spider-Man, Captain America, Squirrel Girl, basically all the characters from the video game. Because they put a story to it. Because the video game there are multiverse elements to it and different timelines. So, I saw there was a webcomic for it. I think it did fairly well, actually.
Because they didn't make any money, that's why.
Well, the game has been going bonkers. So yeah. So I was going to pick this up. If I'm fortunate, I'll get one of the J. Scott Campbell covers. But I don't think I will be.
What did they do to my boy? Namor, he looks like Dracula. The long hair.
I think that's just I don't think that's I don't know if that's a picture of the comic or not.
I think it might be. Who knows?
It could be, but
oh my god,
he does have longer hair. The main version in the game does have longer hair.
So which cover are you getting, buddy?
Well, probably not. I forgot that the Just Got Campbell's are like exclusive retail variants.
Really?
There are some nice ones.
Boo!
The Squirrel Girl one is really nice though.
Boo! Because honestly, I would have bought all these.
Buddy, listen, you and me both. So, I mean, yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, why would you not want this to sell this?
I would want that to sell it, but I also don't want to pay like $1 million for it, like J. Scott Campbell covers.
I
instead of this shitty cover here, put the J.
That's
Scott
not
Campbell.
bad. That's not a bad cover.
Is that Adam Warren?
Yes.
Yeah. Adam Warren is great at doing like faux manga because he does. I think he's the artist that does. I know he did a Livewire series for Marvel about 20 years ago, and I think he does the oh crap, I can't remember her name. She's a superhero whose costume always gets ripped and empowered. I think that's his also.
I looked at it at first. I thought it was Todd Knock, honestly. But yeah,
I'm just saying compared to the J. Scott Campbells, those will sell off the shelves.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. I've never heard of this writer before. Paul Allure. I've never heard of him before.
Well, let's look to see what he's written before.
Let me see.
I was shocked it wasn't Christos Gage.
Yeah, right. He's done a bunch of IDW stuff, probably some other Marvel web comics,
like Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Avengers stuff, Radiant Red,
Sally Pride from TMNT. That's promising.
I mean, so kind of a mixed bag here, I guess. But I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
He looks like straight out of hipster doofus Central Casting.
He kind of does. He
has a.
But on the other hand, if the editor or if the storytelling on the comic has even a fraction of the effort they put into the game, I think it'll be decent. But this is also why it's the low end of my top 5 too. So
it could be worse. It could be looking at D Knife. He looks like the low budget Jason Statham.
Now, I'll tell you what they should have done, and they should have learned something from when Marvel did the Fortnite books. They should have put a code in here or something for some
honestly,
exclusive video
honestly,
game.
that's why I thought it was Christos Gage writing it and had the codes in there.
You know I don't care about that.
Wait, it does have codes. Bonus in-game.
Damn it!
That's a spray though. That's not.
There was my joke. I was gonna say I don't have any skin in the game.
Oh.
That's good.
And Venkman, that Don guy, you could say he looks like a Jason Statham before picture.
He kind of looks like Dave Bautista to me, but
D Knife, yeah, that's all him. Yeah,
little like, which reminds me, I need to go see Working Man. But anyway, that is my number 5 book for the week, though. We'll see how it does.
We will see how it does.
We will. That's what I just said.
Thank you, and we will see how it does. All right, number 4 book for me. You gotta scroll down a little bit for it to get the good.
Let gravity do its job. Scroll down.
39.
Oh,
yeah, look at that cover, dude.
Hello again.
Cyberpunk. That's I love. That's up in it. It's great.
Cyberstorm.
And guess what? It's only $2.99 still.
Drawing the line at $2.99, just like DC used to do.
Scorcher still waiting for the latest attack on the Viscerator, but they have one more card to play. But they cost them the life of one of their team.
Again? No, I'm sorry.
Like I said, it's been great. I've been Steven Seagoya's art on the interior has been awesome. Cover artist is Raymond Gay. Definitely not gay.
Was that the cat or was that you laughing, Bree?
No, that was I dropped the phone.
Oh, okay.
You trying to call somebody?
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah.
No.
That was
Ghostbusters right here.
no, he didn't know. That's why his ass is trying to call somebody.
Zach's going, gosh, if I were cool, I'd have gotten that.
Fuyan Nam is it says here at the top of the sign here. But like I said, I love when they have like scenes like this, the Blade Runner or Total Recall or any Hong Kong movie where it's fights. I just love this stuff. So plus the motorcycle. I pop for some. You got a hot ginger, a motorcycle, and you got like cyberpunk aesthetics. And it's also $2.99.
Is that really cyberpunk, or is that just like modern day slum in Hong Kong?
It reminds me of cyberpunk animes back in the day, like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but I don't
stuff.
see anything super futuristic about that. That just looks like downtown Hong Kong.
The neon stuff.
You know what would have been cool?
What's that?
It would have shown that McFarlane has a sense of humor. If there had been the exact same cover, only with a black chick on it, maybe the race swap variant, the ginger side variant.
Oh man, seeing Pikachu in the background
with the detective cap on.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, unfortunately, there's only one alternative cover, and that's the one I don't care for. It's the non-cheesecake.
The non-cheesecake. This is the vegan no joy cover.
This is the Hail Satan cover.
This is the exactly.
It's like
the masochist.
Hey, here's this though. Do you remember when this came out? Like, the whole team was kind of like separated, and it was you really had no leader.
Right. I think that's when I dropped it. Yeah,
they really fleshed it out where Jessica has become the de facto leader and everything.
Well, first. Right around the time I dropped it, I think she was still dead, or she had just come back to life when I dropped it.
Gunslinger Spawn's still in here. Still have.
So he did come back though, and he stuck around. Okay. Yeah, he was gone for a while, and that was one of the big reasons I dropped it.
He's still got his ongoing series too.
Yeah, I know he's still got that, but one of the reasons one of the things I liked most about Scorch was Gunslinger Spawn, and when they benched him, I guess I was like, man, this is. Not what I wanted.
Well, the other thing about this series is like where Richard talked about it when it first came out is like this is like a Spawn Avengers, almost in a sense. You had the bad guys, and he's like, and they were put together by Nick Fury, aka Spawn, and has them working as their own team, and they all don't trust Spawn because Spawn is pretty much he doesn't give a shit. He shows up, tells them, and then you're like, who the fuck are you? You're not our leader. So I like it. They're like a bunch of misfits, basically, working together and fighting the bad guys. And it has a rotating cast too, which is nice.
Yeah,
with a few defaults. But that is my number 4 for this week. Also, I couldn't resist putting that on the thumbnail.
I mean, yeah.
Cheesecake sells the book.
Cheesecake sells.
All right, Mr. Braden, where are we going to next?
Pop Kill.
How far do we need to go down? I love this cover. Freaking soda grenades. That is just cool.
That is actually a pretty cool cover.
I know, right? Because Pop kills. Then they have the other cover. It loads. It probably won't load, but says Dinah learns more about John and deals with her life going up in flames as they both hide out to let things cool down, which unfortunately for them, they do not. With this issue, the excitement and espionage amp up as both sides start to come apart at the seams. Trying to control their rivalry is John is fooling himself that he has everything under control. So I guess it's not gonna load. What the heck?
You don't get to see it.
You guys don't get to see that cover.
You gotta go buy it yourself. Yeah, I think it was because Paul Miati is the one writing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him talk about it on his Twitter a little bit here and there.
But overall, I love that, dude. The grenades and then the.
That's a cool idea. Yeah, that's a really neat.
Marvel, you had Deadpool and you never did this.
For real, Harley Quinn, DC. What's your excuse? You're not. You're in this too. You're not innocent.
The guy made grenades out of soda cans.
Both of you fail. Straight to jail.
Then that's the cover artist is the writer, Dave Johnson.
Oh, interesting. Well, okay, that's cool.
Which I think is kind of cool. Alrighty though. I'm not sure what this is. October 2020 story. So maybe you know what this probably was? This probably was a Kickstarter. It's been finally released.
Might have been.
That's what I'm thinking because it says October 2020.
I'm pretty sure it was from
okay.
the Kickstarter.
You know what though? It's cheaper. The Kickstarter. $7 is better than paying $30. Who knows? You might have released it all at once instead of doing multiple issues. It might have just been one trade. But that's great though. Like I said, honestly, if you are able to do that with your own Kickstarter book and then put it into individual issues like this, I think it's worth it. Especially if you have a book like this. So, anything they add to this as far as Breen?
No, I'm just waiting for the inevitable.
Oh, the
It's coming. She's been licking herself for an hour.
That.
Oh yeah, there's a
okay. We're going
incoming.
We're going two separate conversations here.
No,
I'm like, because I'm
shut up. My cat threw up all over the couch this morning.
Oh,
she's
man.
gonna do it again.
All right, because I thought you were gonna say it's gonna go woke, I go lesbian in there, and he's like,
no.
That's what I was expecting to say too.
No, it's because I just know she's probably swallowed a pound of hair.
So, Breen, what you got to do is got to get the plastic like your grandma had, put on the.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
So this you can see watch it go slides up. All right.
My goodness.
Where are we going to, Zach?
All right, number 4. We are going with an indie book. We have got from from Image Comics. We have G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. We have Beachhead #1. So this is a Real American Hero book that is a standalone issue. Not only that, it is a standalone silent issue. The only one I've heard of besides that classic Snake Eyes issue from the Marvel run. But this is being written and drawn by Phil Hester, so it's a double win for me.
So it's Beachhead. Does he team up eventually with Beachcomber?
Beachcomber.
Zach, do you know that Marvel had an entire silent month of comics?
Did they really? Like multiple titles?
They called it Enough Said, and it was all, every issue they published were just visuals.
I did not know that. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Was Echo in like 6 of them?
But it was. I can't remember. She had been created by them, but it was about like 2001 or 2.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into that then because I think that's a really unique, really cool way of storytelling with comics. So yeah, this is Beachhead, trapped in a DMZ, hunted by Cobra, trying to save himself and some more orphans that he's protecting. It sounds just like a really cool, action story. The fact that it's silent is like I said, that interests me because I like seeing how they can tell stories without dialogue. There'll be as little dialogue as possible.
You'll pay $4 for like 2 seconds of like just looking at it.
It's Phil Hester art too, so I'm winning with the art as well. So yeah, and I've been liking the Real American Hero stuff, not as much as the Skybound stuff, but this is Skybound too. I mean the Energonverse.
Oh,
but yeah, no, Beachhead is really cool. He's one of my favorite characters from G.I. Joe. I think it would be a lot of fun.
I think it'd be funny if, because League Comic Geeks is actually wrong, because they've done it before, where actually it's like Travis Himmel is actually the artist and Phil's just writing. That
would, depending. I don't know. I haven't seen that guy's art before, so maybe it could suck. But Phil Hester, he does the cover, so there's no reason to believe he's not doing the interior.
Hey, this is Jorge's Fornes. Or
Not
Jordan.
bad. It's not bad. It's an alright cover. Saw it off shotgun. Not exactly
Phil
military.
Hester, 1 in 10. Then we have the real Maker Noah, the Connecting Foil Virgin. Art by Art Forney. What is this?
Yeah.
So they're actually spelling out G.I. Joe. They're going to connect it with the covers. Oh, cool. That's the incentive covers.
Nice.
Alrighty then. But it says here in this standalone silent issue from Phil Hester, fan favorite Beachhead is trapped in a DMZ, haunted by the forces of Cobra. But can Beachhead save himself and the war orphans he's vowed to protect? Protect.
I kind of did just go.
I know, but I wanted to do the in a world.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Go for it then, sir.
In a world where Zach lets me read this. Going into my number 3. I'm shocked that you don't have the Green Lantern on your pull list or top 5.
Who says I don't? I'm not finished yet. I'm only 2 in.
Dude, I know you said you had 2. The other one's Absolute Superman. I'm not stupid.
Darn, you're right. I gave it away. We're gonna wait and see what happens with Absolute Green Lantern. I might pick up issue number 1, but
it makes Hal look like a murderer, a villain.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna wait and see. It's Al Ewing, right? Al Ewing is such a weird hit or miss for me. Like I hated his Guardians, but people swear. Like apparently his Thor run is doing well with.
Didn't he do the Kitty Pryde as Star-Lord?
No, that was Bendis. But I preferred Bendis to Ewing was the one that made Star-Lord Bi or Pan or one of those, and he's the one that had Hercules and Marvel Boy dating each other.
Oh,
that was Al Ewing.
He made Star-Lord Demi Lovato sexual.
Yes, he did. Had him stuck in an alternate dimension, and he thought he was going to be there forever, so he got with a brother and sister.
Wait, so dimension. Did he come out as non-binary and then realize, oh, you know what, I'm actually just straight?
Also gave him like this really ugly beard, like just doesn't fit the character.
Oh, Kitty?
Yeah,
Kitty, I can't get the beard. The Tower of Fate is under attack as the demon horde descends on the Tower of Fate. A JSR won't survive.
Oh, horde.
Yeah, it's a horde. Yeah, it's a demon horde. Descends on Tower of Fate. This isn't I Love Comics.
Zach's over there going, damn, I gotta go to church again.
Meanwhile, the traitor within the brownstone halls makes the strike against the other team. Horse sells the book. Score 10.
My goodness.
Todd Nuck variant. Cover D. With Jesse Quick on it.
Nice. Oh yeah, I saw this on Twitter. I like who is that? Who's that artist? It's
Todd Nuck.
It is? Oh, okay. The characters looked a little older than 12 or 13, so I wasn't sure there for a second.
This is the young variant, which looks really cool.
Can I make my off-color joke now?
Sure.
More like Todd Knockers, am I right?
Breen is on fire tonight. I mean, yeah, and this time,
Wildcat.
I'm just gonna say this: it's great that they're finally not on the guys.
There's no doubting that these are female characters. There's no doubt.
All wasted on the guy in the back.
Hey, at least he's drawing beefcake and cheesecake. I'll give him
There you go. There you go. The guys have the abs, the abdominals.
Can't Sandman turn himself into basically sand?
Yes.
So why does he have guns?
Because they're gas pistols.
Because they look cooler.
Yeah. These are comic books. It's supposed to be something you want to see.
Hey, it makes more sense to run in front of an explosion, but people walk because it looks cooler.
Sweet blue.
In slow motion, yet.
It's true.
So, all right then. So, Dr. Elemental is going to be here too. We got the Fog.
Fish maker?
Yeah. Yes.
Ted Grant.
Lady Eve and Fog. I'm not. Is it? Guess he's a villain.
Fog is the he was the bad guy from that Wesley Dodds series.
Gee, that Red Lantern's a little on the nose.
I know, right? The daughter of the Russian Red Lantern, who
I thought
actually
that was isn't that Sinestro's daughter?
No.
Or that different
That's a different character. No, she's an alien. Her skin is more pink.
So in this is JSA. Remember, you had Alan Scott, and then there was a evil version of Alan Scott, which is basically a Russian version.
Oh,
Red Lantern. Yeah. If you read the one before this with Jeff Johns was writing with, I think it was Stargirl and the Lost Children.
I read Stargirl and the Lost Children, but I gave up on the JSA series.
Yeah, the JSA series.
Yeah, this was from the Alan Scott series.
Yeah.
That what's his name wrote.
No, she actually appeared in the.
She was in the Jeff Johns run also, but
she was recorded at the end to be the new JSA heroes.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course, because it's not Jeff Johns, none of that exists. That's all gone. Yeah. Jeff Johns' 12 little series, they retconned it out of existence.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Would they send it off to wherever the Doomsday Clock is?
I didn't think they retconned it, huh? The last 12 issues that he did?
Well, I'm just saying, with her being on joining Helena Owain, being like the JSA, I don't know if that's supposed to be a future version or that was current time. But that Red Lantern chick is now evil now.
I think she works better evil anyway, honestly. But
you don't like Reds?
Not those Reds. There's some Reds that are okay, like Mary Jane or Starfire. But then there's Reds like Stalin, and I'm like, nah, that's okay. We don't need that. Shaking your head at me? You a commie sympathizer?
You don't like it because your skin color. You admit it.
That's not it at all. What are you talking about? If it was Sinestro's daughter, like Breen had said, it'd be a much different tune.
Mr. Breen, where are we going to for your number 3?
Down. Pastime.
Down, doobie, down.
Hey, speaking of down. You see, I looked ahead to next week. The Spider-Man #1 is like the 8th, in like number 8 in however they calculate things.
Oh, the new reboot, the new
the one with like the legacy number of 960 something.
Mm-hmm. Really? What is next weekend?
I mean, it was lower than
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, lower than
wow.
Yeah,
Daredevil, Batman and Robin, Action Comics, Transformers, Uncanny X-Men Ultimates, and Absolute Batman, where it should be, because nobody wants that new crap.
Oh no, there was a time when even the crap would have been #1. Even the zombies are starting to wake up, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Tom Brevoort, hearing what he had to say about MJ and Peter Parker, that probably rubbed a lot of people.
But I'm looking at this. Geiger's still down there, and then Batman Dark Panther should be at the top too as well, because that's
okay. With respect, neither one of those titles should ever be in the same stratosphere sales wise as the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man. That's how far that title's fallen.
Sir, I don't see anything in
it's losing to a Dennis Camp book.
Sir,
I like Ultimates, but it should not be beating an Amazing Spider-Man.
Sir, there's nothing there in the number 8 spot. I don't see that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not there.
The fact that Daredevil is beating it is mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, So apparently, it's a vampire pitcher. Why not?
Yeah, do Mad Cave.
And it's set in the 20s.
Yep.
Well, which doesn't make sense because baseball they didn't start playing under the lights until 1935, I think. And even then, it was very few and far between.
So I'm thinking maybe it starts in the 1920s, but then it gradually moves forward, and then he starts playing baseball. I don't know.
Well, maybe because like I said but they didn't play night baseball in the 20s, so he couldn't have played then. So I'm curious Or if they just say, "Oh, screw it, nobody's going to know."
Maybe he was in the
Comic
20s,
book nerds
and then
don't
after
know
became a
that.
vamp. I don't
The
know.
Venn diagram of baseball historians and comic book readers is probably
Weren't they playing in
You're
the
telling me
30s?
Bill James isn't a comic book nerd?
Baseball was what, in the 30s? Late 30s, early
I think
40s?
it started in the 20s, huh?
What?
They were playing baseball in the 20s.
There's baseball since the 1800s, but it wasn't that.
1869 was the first.
Yeah, but it wasn't like yeah. So who knows? This could be current day uniform. I don't know.
But if I said that they didn't play the first night game till I want to say it was 35 or 38. It was in Crosley Field, so it was in Cincinnati.
I don't know. Henry Hayes, not Henry Jurek. Oh, hello there, Henry, if you're there. Henry Hayes could have been the best baseball player anybody ever saw if only his dark affliction didn't prevent him from playing in the daylight. But when the barnstorming circuit introduces a new novelty to the game, night baseball under the bright lights, will his dreams of playing pro finally be realized, or will his bloody past catch up with him before he gets the chance? From the Midwest fields of the 1920s, the big city lights of today.
No, not going to do it.
Pastime is a small town thriller on a national scale.
Actually, I don't know if 1935 was the first night game in Major League Baseball. They might have played games under the lights prior to that and like barnstorming. I truly don't know.
Yeah. We won't know. Well, we know they weren't playing in New York City.
New York City.
You didn't do it for big city lights, but you'll do it for New York
Big city lights.
I tell you, the cover there, that's definitely old timey because of the big wool uniforms and the size of the glove.
Mm.
So that part is accurate.
I like the signs too, the boards, the back scoreboard.
Yeah.
So that looks old.
I hope this is good because I need this to be good. Because I just said I'm not going to buy a bunch of series, anymore. Blah blah. I say, I'm going to get this new series.
Right, for $5 too, and someone we've seen anything with him before. This is the Adam Polina cover.
That's pretty cool.
And then we have the 1 in 10 variant.
I don't like it. Nope, not a fan. That's some nightmare fuel.
Do you remember those slammers? They have like face on there like that in beanbags, and you throw them and they make noise to scream. That's what reminds you of something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Early 90s toys, late 90s.
All I can see is a fastball coming at me in the outfield, and it's got just a mouth with fangs. And I'm just like, eh.
It's Killer Tomatoes. No, it's kidding. No, actually, it looks cool. It's on my pull list, but it's on my top 5. And because I knew that Breen was going to talk about it.
Well, Zach is someone who's been hit in the face with line drives more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Fangs wouldn't make a difference, really.
Thanks for sharing. On to Zex.
That joke. That was not a good joke.
It was a killer joke.
Yeah, sure. Killed the laughter. All right.
Killed the audience. Hello?
Yay!
Hey, Cheeseburgers, what's up?
MK is here also.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
And Cheeseburger. And
yeah.
Chad has been popping, actually. All right. So my number 3 is the first book on the list. It is Absolute Superman, issue number 6. He goes to Smallville, finally. We're going to find out how he ended up in Smallville, how his parents ended up in Smallville. Not Ma and Pa, but the Jor-El and his wife, which should be interesting. I've been liking Absolute Superman a lot. They some stuff is a little odd, like Jimmy Olsen's not a photographer. He is part of this resistance movement, and but you know what? He still has the same attitude that Jimmy Olsen would have, which I like.
Yeah, aren't they part of the Peace Corps?
No, he's not part. No. Lois Lane is part of the Peacemaker Corps. That's Lois Lane is, and she writes reports.
All I know is that it's going to lead to BC being Brainiac being the villain.
We'll see.
Just like the movie.
I mean, Brainiac is usually the villain, unless we're talking Legion of Superheroes. So, yeah, something strange happened in the American heartland several years ago that brought fear and darkness to a small Kansas town and forever changed the lives of one kindly couple. And like I said,
all I see is Jordan Kent from the CW show.
Really, I
that might have been
see.
intentional.
I see Sarah Gilbert from Roseanne.
I think either of those are very flattering comparisons.
You sure it's not Lois Lane?
So that's Derek Chew. That's the cover B. That one's a little bit better. I'm going to be getting the cover A.
Superman no like.
That's what I normally
It's
get.
the Conan the Barbarian pose.
So this has been really good. I've been enjoying this one a lot.
Oh my gosh! It says Puppeteen on the bottom left here, bottom right.
Puppeteer. Puppeteer Lee is.
You sure it's not Puppeteen?
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing in front of me. The artist, not the artist. Yeah. Puppeteer Lee.
Well, you know that's a typo. It's a Puppeteen.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I'd pop for that. Dude, if it was a Puppeteen on there, yeah, sure.
I would pay so much extra money.
Right? Yeah, the Rod Reyes.
Hilarious. The Rod Reyes one is pretty cool. It looks like it would be like a sketch card or something you get from a Comic-Con, but it's not bad. But yeah, Absolute Superman. I'd say right now that's like my third favorite of the Absolute titles. Batman and Flash are ahead of it. Martian Manhunter and Wonder Woman are behind it.
Yes,
Secret. It's been fun. It's been good. I've been enjoying it.
The secret origin of the Absolute Superman. Something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters. You're gonna call Superman because it happened in American Heartland several years ago. Wasn't that show called Heartland?
Yes.
In the WB?
I think so.
That was Heart of Dixie.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Rachel Bilson show.
That was Heart of Dixie, yeah.
Ah, yes. Something that brought fear and darkness to a small Kansas town.
Heart of Dixie?
Yep. And forever changed the lives of one kindly couple. Welcome
kindly couple?
Welcome to Smallville.
Oops. While attending a drag show.
No, this is an alternate universe. There is no fire and ice in Smallville in this.
Well, that'd be the alternate lifestyle universe.
In this universe, they're called Icy Hot.
Icy Hot? I don't care for that.
Hey, by the way, the sequel starts next week for that.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, they go to hell and they both have each other's powers because of the whole power swap.
They're in the Justice League. I don't think they're an issue, but they were in this.
I haven't seen them in Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, they were in there last week. Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I know they're at least on the cover, maybe. But
this past one that we just read, or this next one coming up?
This past one we just read.
This past one we just read had like Flash and Impulse in them.
On the one of the variant covers, I think it was. They had
variant cover. That's not the same.
But anyway. My number 2 is a book that neither one of you have any inclining of reading.
Any inclining of reading?
Inclination.
Thank you.
I like to my own words.
Of course you do.
Because it frustrates you. Yeah.
Please say West Coast Avengers.
No. We gotta scroll down because those heathens don't want you to read the book. So they push it to the bottom. The best book. Teen Titans Go.
Ah, man, how is this beating One Piece? Absolute heresy.
Guest starring the Red Lanterns. Cyborg has gone missing.
Shit.
Booyah!
You better find me.
We can't find you. We're going to replace you with other Cyborg.
You're going to replace him with Apple.
Alexa, play Titans Go. Three eyewitnesses saw the hero's last moment as he battled the Red Lantern Atrocitus. Atop
I'm throwing in the towel.
Titan Tower.
Oh, good lord.
But since the witnesses are Raven, Starfire, Beast Boy, there are 3 versions of the event, including one where Dexter instead of Atrocitus, and you don't do
Cyborg.
Okay, there you go. Was just trying to help the angry space kitty down from a tree and grab in, untangle his knot. The wild stories to get to the truth. Mystery sells the book. Artist Eric Owen and newcomer Matthew Cody is doing the writing. Dude, that was cool. Look at the. I'm sorry, it's just great. I love this. And it's only $2.99. Suck it, DC. Everyone else buy another DC books that are more expensive. All right. Moving on.
I can't believe
Brian says Teen Titan Go is the only poll this week.
Brian, there are so many other books you can get. Don't limit your potential.
Where are we going to next, Mr. Breen?
JSA, which we've already talked about. So you're number 2. Or Zach's number 2.
Sweet. My number 2.
Too sweet.
Sweet. We're getting to Marvel. We're going back to Marvel territory. Ladies and gentlemen, the best second best ongoing series they have right now.
If you say X-Men, you're out of here.
Absolutely not. There's only one X-Men book worth reading, and that issue was last week.
You're like, that is Ultimate X-Men.
No, that was Uncanny X-Men. No, we're not talking about X-Men. We're talking about Moon Knight. Fist of Khonshu, issue number 7. My man, 8-Ball. Look at this.
Deadpool.
No, not Deadpool. He's got a new crew.
He's on the cover.
Well, that's not Deadpool. That's somebody else that just looks a lot like Deadpool. I looked into this. So 8-Ball seems to have left Moon Knight's crew and is back to being a villain and has a gang start that is called the Pool Party. And they're all billiards themed.
And Nadia Van Dyne, the DEI hero.
Nadia Van Dyne is most likely involved because Hank Pym has come into the picture. If you remember, going back to Avengers Academy, Tiger and Hank Pym were a thing.
That's Nadia Van Dyne.
Van Dyne?
DEI.
DEI.
Whatever. Anyway, will 8-Ball do the unthinkable? And because 8-Ball has actually been really cool. He's been a very cool side character. He's had some great moments. But apparently, he's thinking of returning to the life of crime. This is Jed McKay's best book. This beats anything else he's written. Black Cat, Doctor Strange, Avengers. This is his best book.
Sir,
this is worth reading.
I'm going to tell you now. It says, who or what is the pool party? You have Deadpool on the cover.
It could be. I don't think it's Deadpool, though.
I think it's Deadpool, and then whoever the heck is on the right side. Maybe it's Deadpool's daughter?
No. The other side is another character called the Chalk. Like, you know the chalk you use on the end of a pool stick? It's a billiards-themed gang. I don't remember who the Deadpool look-like guy is, but it is a billiards-themed gang. I'm pretty sure that's not Deadpool. I'm like 80% sure that's not Deadpool. When I come back Thursday, I'll have a more definitive answer for you.
You're like,
if it is,
you're like, guys, that was Deadpool. I'm sorry,
guys. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will admit it on live YouTube.
Where's Zach? It's Thursday night. Sorry, guys, couldn't make it.
There is actually a good variant for this that I really like. It's the Dan Panassian variant. I do kind of like that. It's got kind of a giant villain and the small hero.
Looming 8-Ball.
I kind of dig that. So that's a pretty cool variant. They're also doing a Marvel Universe connecting thing, but it's not like serious art. It almost looks like when Scotty Young does the Marvel Babies. Yeah. It kind of looks like that.
It's slowly turning into Fred Hembeck territory.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the art style. Cool idea to homage and bring back the Marvel Universe, but I just do better with the art. I mean, it's just not great.
I don't know.
Anyway, that is my number 2 book for the week, though.
Alrighty, my number 1 is a book we talked about, and that was Pop Kill.
Pot though?
Pop Kill.
Oh, Pop Kill. I thought we didn't talk about pot. What?
Not in this stream. That's in the after hours. Where are we going to next, Breen? What's your number 1?
My number 1, we've already talked about. It's Hyde Street. So, for a fresh perspective, i.e., somebody with a number 1 that neither one of us would have even gone near, we go to Zach.
Wow, I got news for you. My number 1
is Hyde Street.
Absolutely not. It is JSA issue number 6. Because it's JSA. Of course it's going to be.
Do you want to say your piece or do you want to move on?
Here, I'll say my piece. It's the JSA. It's the
all right, moving on.
It's Jeff Lemire. It's Diego Alortegui.
I must have passed it up already. There it is. Yeah.
It looks like it's mainly focusing on the old guys in the tower. Not the old guys. The seasoned, the veteran members.
And the
Wildcat, the Hawks, the Flash. So yeah, if my man Wildcat gets some love,
I'm just glad that Geek Show Joe is still around writing books. Every time I see Jeff Lemire, it's Geek Show.
He does a little bit. Yeah, it's been a solid book though. It's absolutely been solid. It's one of the best things I think coming out of DC right now. If I could only get 5 books ever in comics, this would definitely be one of them.
Yes, Demon Horde sells a book.
Demon Horde.
I did say Horde.
Okay, well you were really silent on that. So, yeah.
Silent Horde.
Darth Kato says that cover has no right to be as awesome as it is. The guy with an 8-ball for a head on it.
Oh yeah.
That's how cool the character he is. He should not be that cool, but he is.
He should literally just fall over.
He should literally just go in someone's pocket. Because that's what you do with 8-balls.
All right, leave it.
That was funny. Screw you.
You know, it was funny. Just that no one on the panel. Mortal Thor's comes out this week. Birds of Prey. Oh, look, there's a Deadpool book. Psylocke. Old Man Daredevil coming out by Charles Soule and Steve McNiven.
What, that Cold Day in Hell? Is that old man?
Yeah.
Steve McNiven?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
How the hell did they cough up to pay him?
Yeah, for real.
Hell gone cold after horrific series of events. The world is in shambles. Matt Murdock is old, and his powers have faded to nothing. Matt will not, however, sit by and watch his fellow New Yorkers suffer. So instead of swinging around the city from his billy club line, he slings soup at a food center for the poor. When a mysterious, wrinkly old man interrupts a secret convoy, causing an explosion, a deadly gas fills Hell's Kitchen, and this tale takes a turn that will change how you look at the man without fear. Who is that wrinkly old man? And why is he causing gas? I mean, the art on some of these covers is really cool. I like this one.
Well, listen, Steve McNiven is as good as anybody working.
Except for this person.
Yeah.
1/100 John Romita Jr. hidden gem variants with floating heads.
Floating heads.
Yeah.
Sure, Brian. I'll take it.
Who is this? Ben Harvey. That looks good. And also looks like it's been used before, that pose. Then there's a Frank Miller Virgin variant.
Hey.
Yeah, can we get the guy who?
You know what? This isn't his worst. I'm just saying, it's not his worst.
Second printing Steve McNiven. It's like Madam Web wearing a Daredevil costume, or Aunt May.
I think I'll look through this if he isn't phoning the art in because he's receiving Marvel wages. I might pick this up.
Yeah, $7 though.
Oh, never mind.
40 pages.
$7? Oh,
yeah.
Well, yeah, because they got to pay Steve McNiven.
Okay, $7. If I'm not mistaken, got you that Last Days of Lex Luthor.
Yes.
Magazine size with more than 40 pages.
Yep.
Fuck Marvel. Jeez, is there anything they do that doesn't suck?
Ultimate Spider-Man?
Business practice. Every business practice sucks. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, so that was that one. All new Venom revealing that Mary Jane is the new Venom. Isn't that great?
Proving my point.
Two-Face has a new series or new.
All new Venom. That might actually sell a lot. Just going by all the buzz going on.
It's the first appearance of Mary Jane as Venom, so it's gonna be a key issue. People are gonna buy it.
I heard a really great / really terrible joke about that recently. Peter Parker is the only person who's been in both characters, Mary Jane and Venom.
Actually, Venom's been in both. Actually. Because it heads on your bloodstream, remember? It goes in. Yeah.
Since we find out that Mary Jane had Venom's babies and that Peter never slept with her.
That's
so Wolverine is the other one that people are talking about because it's like basically if you took Jason Todd and made him Bucky. Yeah. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one last time because that's what we asked for, right?
Well, I don't get why was Deadpool have to do it? Marvel did it themselves 13 years ago. I saw the Resurrection, man. Just can't bring myself to do it.
All right, Quantum Karma. I don't even know who.
Ram V, I think.
Maybe, yeah. It's Ram V and Arnold RK and Anand RK from Batman Original Legends, Blue and Green. Prestige format series. Miniseries promised to be one of you'll want to read it and read again. Although that
oh crap.
What?
Oh, I forgot Butch Guys came back for art. I'm in. At least they got the artist back.
Yeah. Yep.
And which also proves that there is a way back for people with the wrong politics because Geist doesn't line up with theirs. So
right,
in fact, he's back. Yeah, I'm definitely picking that up.
So look at that cover though. I love this. This is the Dan Panosian cover.
Panosian.
Yep. I was looking to see if there's actually there's the Butch Guys variant, 125.
What's the regular cover again?
The regular cover is just this bland one.
That is bland. I hope
Yeah, that's not a great cover.
Yeah.
That cover artist is by Jeff DeCull.
Yeah, sorry, Jeff.
It kind of looks like a cross between Timberlake and Zuckerberg. Ew.
Yeah, actually, kind of looks like one of my old pastors.
Yeah, when two of the variant covers are so much better than the regular one.
Well, they do it on purpose because they want you to buy the $1 more.
Well, but is that one only $1 more? The first one.
This is $5.99.
Not that one. The one with that one.
Yeah, typically they're about $1 more.
Okay, if that's only $1 more, I'll cough up the extra $1 for that.
So this is so you got two artists and you got Butch Ice and this other guy Anand. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully it's good for you. All right. Oh, that's Concert of Champions. I thought it said something else.
Oh gosh.
I thought it said concentration. This is the one coming out. Black Ritual, the Book of Necks through Image Book. Another Spawn title.
Yeah, that's a reprint of the Snake Eyes Silent Mission issue that I referenced earlier.
Yeah.
Also, One Piece. I'll always point that out.
Exo Man of War. Yeah, some weird stuff. No, Archie and Friends. Hey, it says and Friends. Look at that. Ah, nice. Level up, bro. Hey, bro. I just leveled up.
Minecraft cover.
Anybody picking up this Fame Arnold Schwarzenegger #1?
No, I did not know that was a thing.
I think it's... But look at this one. Do you see this? This is the Akira cover.
Oh, look. It's an Akira homage. I've never seen one of those before.
The Joker this time. I hear a cat.
She's decided it's time to get some attention.
I say, here's the crazy thing about this, guys. He doesn't have a cat. Exodus. If you missed out on the first volume, that's coming out.
And you've got time until the next volume comes out.
Right? 15. Look at it. $15 though for the trade though.
That's not bad.
I love the image. The image is great for that price.
That's actually really, because what is it, 6 issues, right?
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Image always charges like 12. Sometimes it's, I think it was back in the day, they charge you like $12 the first one, and then the second volume would be like 15.
Yeah.
That's how I got a lot of them. Death in the Family. What If He Lived, you know? I didn't stick with that one. Actually, it was sold out, so I didn't bother reading it. Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, $30. Zach, and you should read that. It's a great book. Peacemaker, Kill for Peace trade. You should be picking that up too. Paul Coverberg, and it has Joe Gill.
You think I just have $80 just like laying around waiting for me to use it?
Well, if
I'm guessing that has the Charlton issues.
I think so too.
I would imagine
probably the backup features in Fighting 5.
Zach, you would have money if you stopped buying One Piece.
I don't buy One Piece. I read it digitally. I only get a new volume whenever one. You can get a volume of One Piece that has 4 or 5 chapters, and it's like $10.
So this is 66 through 93. Christopher Smith, you know, includes a 66 debut in the Fighting 5, 40 and 41.
Interesting.
Peacemaker 1 through 5. Then the new series through DC, which I believe was 80. No, actually the miniseries. Sorry. Plus experts from Checkmate.
Wow.
Vigilante Showcase 93. Eclipso 11 through 13. $40 for 640 pages. You can afford that. It's not $80, Zach. Gotham City. That's the book we do not go by. Tom King. I know it looks pretty because it still has your art, Zach.
It does look pretty.
But don't go. Don't go.
Don't go into the light.
Absolute Batman 0-year hardcover, $125.
Oh, golly.
They just had a box set with that last year or a year ago. Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch, Siege of Darkness. Marvel Secret War by Brian.
That was actually a pretty good Bendis story, by the way. Secret War was one of the first event books for Marvel that I ever read. Mainly I got because of the art, but the story is really good. And they have these fun little files, like Nick Fury files at the end. And there you go. It was a lot of fun to read. It was really, really good.
Defenders Epic Collection, World Gone Insane.
Oh, that's cool too.
Well, that's got some good. That's from a good period.
Oh. So there are some good trades coming out this week. So if you don't want to spend money on one thing, or if you do, we want to get multiple issues. Defenders 26 through 41, giant size, number 5, annual number 1, and from Marvel Treasure Edition, number 12.
That's
from
the one
Elf with the Gun to Bambi and the Bozos.
The Treasure Edition is Howard the Duck running for president.
Oh, nice.
Brian Sam says, Eric Brian, did you know that all calico colored cats are female?
Did not.
I did not know that.
No, Kato. He's getting Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. It's his guilty pleasure. He's getting it.
I mean, I can't argue. I like Bendis's Guardians of the Galaxy. That was my
Darth Kato. Then what you want you to do is get yourself a microphone and at least come on to the channel here, and I want you to review it and tell them how much you regret buying that. Punk Rock Jesus. Okay, that's weird.
Fantastic Four by Chip Zdarsky. Is that the Marvel 2-in-1?
It's here?
Yeah. They just put Fantastic Four on it just to resell it.
Probably.
'Cause that was actually pretty good. It is.
Yeah.
It's just the Marvel 2-in-1.
Yep.
But you know what? That was a good little series. Because that was before the Fantastic Four came back. That was actually pretty good.
So, Venk, do you want me to put in the chat that they can keep going? Because they're still going strong.
Well, if you want to, yeah, if you want to,
or would you rather do covers?
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do covers. I think they might just go. How long have they been going? An hour?
Well, they started late, so because he said he was going to do this until the covers, but I know he'd rather relive his glory days than
message him and see what he wants to do. Because either way, I'm good.
He doesn't respond to messages. Where should I send it? Sports ball?
Either in chat, probably.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah. Go in the chat on there and then say and let them know either. Well, I don't. Do you really want to do cover rankings tonight?
Not really,
because I don't care either way. I'm gonna get food after this.
I
don't think he even has any scheduled for cover rankings tonight yet. I don't think I honestly, because when he said about, I think he just wants to do the other one, but West Coast Avengers, original one, and the art, dude. The art of it. Wow, Police Actions coming out this week. Atlas Library Volume 5, hardcover. Oni-chan with a muscle mommy. Yeah. All right, kids. So, but that'll be it for this week. We hope that you found something on there that you might actually want to check out. Me trying to speak in front of people would end a disaster. So you're saying you're a weapon of mass destruction. Literally, that's the vibe I'm getting here. It's like we put you in front of a microphone, and then we watch that city get wiped off the face of the earth. A male calico might happen, but 99% of them are female.
So what do the male calicos? So it's like one solid color, I guess.
I think so.
These aren't these tricolor cats that live in the tri-state area? Maybe the male cats have brighter colors.
Maybe
they're like birds. The females get the ugly colors in the Animal Kingdom.
And you have to get all the calicos in the tri-state area.
It was supposed to be a Poison Ivy tonight, but apparently that is Eve's.
Oh, yeah, April. Freaking April Fool's Day. I hate April Fools. You can't believe anything. All these announcements on the internet, I'm like, if they're still up tomorrow, I'll believe them.
Well, I guess we could go on and tell him that he can keep going.
Yeah.
If he sent out a link, but
I don't know if he sent a link on.
Did he send the Zelda out, maybe? If he didn't send the link?
I don't know. Guess I could look.
I thought that was funny. That's okay.
I'm looking right now to see if he even there's no thing at Sports Ball. Does he even have the other stream scheduled? That's my question. How far in the video? Oh, I can't tell. Hey, Bass is on there. It says no one in modern CG reads comics.
I believe that.
Next stream, ranking EVS covers. Wow.
Ooh.
Cleanser says CG cover rankings. Guys, you're killing the whole cover ranking concept.
Yeah, we're supposed to be ranking stuff that's cool and that I want to look at.
Yeah.
There's really none of that when it comes to CG books. Mariah says it is scheduled. So
it says one waiting right now. It's scheduled for in 10 minutes. So I don't know. Maybe you'll end it.
What's it supposed to be? Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy, man. I'll jump on. Or Poison Ivy. Now, if it was like some other obscure character and we did Stiltman last week, I'd be like,
see, Stiltman was more fun. I feel.
But even, but I mean, it's like compared to like cheesecake, like Poison Ivy, I'm like, I'm more inclined to be like,
did I miss Dark Side? I saw a Dark Side.
Yeah, that was on Sunday.
Of course, it had to be at church.
Yeah, but alrighty, that though, guys. Hey, maybe we will go on there. Who knows? Hey,
watch it be April Fools, and it's not Poison Ivy. It's the what's his name, Floronic Man. It's the other plant themed villain, or Groot.
Oh my gosh,
that would be hilarious.
Turns out to be Harley Quinn.
Oh, and it's all fart variant covers.
Oh my gosh,
what they've done to that character is such a tragedy.
It's a shamockery.
Hey, this way. If he decides to keep going, we just don't say anything, and he keeps going and doesn't go for the cover rankings. Hey, I don't know. And Darkseid, hey, dude, you missed it. The Darkseid ranking covers. He had so many that were he considers rejects that were better than the ones he picked.
Really?
Because he says, I want conversation, but then he says, Amy, what's the score? After she talked for like for 2 minutes, he's like,
"Oh, and he gets low key pissed when people don't like the ones he picked."
Yeah, I know.
Really?
That's kind of why I said like, oh, this cover sucks.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's
y'all get mad at me when I don't like covers.
I guess we'll end this and wait to see if we get her link.
No, I'm going to Taco Bell. Taco Bell has those street tacos back again. Those little cheddar
that last night.
Love
is anything like street pizza?
Well, no, street pizza is like a human. You don't want to. Yeah, it's just gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or what the pizza rat in New York drags.
Street tacos is when you it's kind of like you go in the alleyway, you find a rat, and then you put it in a taco shell. And, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, all right.
I'm all of a sudden feeling
it's a good rat. Cool. You want to get the ones that are more plumper, the bigger ones. Get more meat on them. And they just yeah. Some people eat the tail. But he wants conversation, but yes, he gets pissy when we call him Orlando and stinky covers.
I would laugh, but we also eat crawfish down here.
I will say this though. Let me quickly get the link though, and my other friend right now is live. If you guys like,
you have another friend, another friend.
I do have one. Yeah. Her name is Empriel Goddess.
Oh, she's streaming tonight?
Yeah, she's streaming right now. She's playing Avowed. So if you're looking for someone who actually plays video games, interacts with you, and talks stuff, in case we don't go live on the other thing, you don't care about the drama. Very nice person. Her and her fiance both stream.
She does pretty chill video game streams.
She is live right now. We get the
I used to fall asleep listening to Ash Reads, like Ash's comic reading channel, since he doesn't do that anymore. Now I'll fall asleep listening to Imperial Pass play video games.
But she is live right now, and I'll put her right here in the chat. The link, if you want to go over there and check her out. I mean, check out the stream, not her. Yeah, Dana Barrett. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go check her out. I mean, check out her apartment. But she is live right now. That is the YouTube link I put in there for those who might be watching on Twitch. She's also streaming to Twitch and through YouTube at the same time. So she's more predominantly a Twitch streamer. So if you can follow her on Twitch, subscribe over there if you for $7 a month if you don't want ads, or if you have Amazon Prime, you don't have to worry about that. But go check her out. So sub her up. And then we'll see you possibly on I Love Comics in about 10 minutes. So all depends if he's still ranting or he just can't get Dalton to stop. Whichever's more
ranting more, him or Dalton. It could go either way.
Click, 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 click. He's trying to get to that channel. That's all I hear. Or he's at first when I heard him clicking noise, I thought he was typing on a texting. I'm like, Breen's texting.
Old school Motorola. Yeah,
that's what it sounded like. He was just texting. I was just like,
I like that. That's funny.
Because the old phones,
Yeah, absolutely. I used to be so good. Even if I had to hit the key like 2 or 3 times for a certain letter, I was a whiz.
Yeah. Did you have the sidekick? It turns around and it slides up and you can kick it.
No, I didn't have one of those.
Yeah, it was like a little little phone, and then you turn it this way, and then it slid
I
out.
had one of those little indestructible Nokia Motorola.
Yeah.
Nokia or Motorola, one of those two. That thing was a flip phone. It was darn near indestructible.
I think I still have mine somewhere. I don't know where to do with it, but I still had my phone for a while, the old one, because I'm like, here it is, the little Samsungs.
Yeah, look at that.
This is what I had back in the day.
Blast from the past.
Little Samsungs, yeah. And then, yeah, I think mine. Is that what it did? Oh yeah. There you go. It slides up, and it has a keyboard.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
I was like, oh, this is so cool, and like this is how I just type. I was like,
no, mine was a flip phone, so I could flip it up, click the little buttons, and then close it just like.
I kept it because it's like, dude, it's like history, man.
Yeah.
It had like the Bluetooth technologies. Oh, I guess back in the day, I was like, oh, this is so great. This is the one I got through TrackPhone back in the day. One of the first ones they had before they had they were coming out with I think Apple was just coming out with the first one.
Yeah.
And then they had the first Samsung Galaxy, but I was like, I need one. Look how small the phone is. This is my current phone.
That's wild how big phones have gotten. I don't
right?
know if I like it.
And this thing, this isn't even the giant. This is the 12.
Yeah, no, the ones like they have now are
they had the dude. People get the plus size. I'm like, why just get an iPad?
Well, I say that mine folds out, so I actually double, so I can't really complain.
So that's I said, I kept all my old phones like this because I was just like, man, these are just kind of cool.
Yeah.
If I were kids, like, here you go, here's your first phone. You can practice like type.
There you go.
That's what they need to have, like instead of like the spell. What was it? The spell check, or what was, or spell governor, or
autocorrect or something like that.
Yeah, the one you had I think it was the red one, and I think it was actually called was Spellmaster, and you would actually, and it said spell catch. You had to type it in, and it was like a big thing. They should have that for like in like this size for like kids now, the play. So, anyway, though, I will see you guys later.
He's lecturing somebody that used a slur. I don't think he's in any. I'm guessing he'd love to just keep doing this.
Ooh.
Wait, slur in his channel or on the videos watching?
On his chat.
Oh.
He just deleted somebody.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very.
Well, what do you think he's going to get? He's going to get people who are EVS pros. Probably saw the video last time, and they're going to go after him.
Well, he probably got somebody that's this first time on a channel and doesn't know that that he doesn't take slurs.
Could be that too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow. I know Undergood's like, I miss a troll. I love that. I don't know, man. So what are they? Okay, let me look real quickly. They are 2 hours and 21 minutes into this video, which is 3 hours and 53 minutes long.
That's nope, not for me. That's
they started streaming what, an hour ago? 2 hours ago?
Almost 2 hours ago.
Huh? Like you said. Hey, whatever. Anyway, speak of spell. Thank you, Marania. That'll be it for tonight. Join us on Thursday night at the same time, 9 p.m. Eastern, where Zach will be joining us. But we'll also have Geek Easy joining the three of us. And we will just be showing off the books we got this week. And maybe any back issues we picked up if Zach's not broke.
All right. I'm broke. It's just that I'm
Here's the thing, Zach. You can show off your collections you had, maybe an older stuff that we never shown on the channel before.
I could do that, I guess. I could.
If you really, if you guys ever run out, Breen could do this. Breen would use it all the time.
Yeah, Breen could. No, Breen would have to get up and walk through his museum.
Dude, Breen would always be like, "Hey, I'm pricing this. Look, check this out."
Books from the couch, and he reaches into the cushion and pulls out Defenders #1 or something.
So, like I said, if you guys, I mean, that's the thing is, I always show up the new books I bought. But if you don't have money to buy new books, but you have older books, obviously it's never been shown on this channel. Show it off.
I do have plenty of those. So.
Yeah. Alrighty then. We'll see you next time. Good night.
We'll see ya.
And remember, only you can start forest fires unless Amy beats you to it.
Or stop. You can stop them too.
How do you stop them with more fire?
It's summertime almost. Who wants fire in summertime?
Us up here in the north where we're still cold.
Oh,
What's the temperature outside? 38.
seriously?
Yeah.
75 down here.
Yeah, you're down there. Keyword down there. All right. Good night, Gracie.